Hi again, it's me, Brian Zimmerman, aka ZimZam Puppet Man with Pubbets.net, and I wanted to talk a little bit about puppet characterization. Now, when you get a puppet, especially a puppet, you know, we have several different kinds, but a lot of people get the same puppet and give it its own personality, give him his own voice, his own whatever creative character to him. Zoomer, it's funny because, you know, Zoomer in my head is a certain way, but we've had so many people adopt a Zoomer clone and give them their own personality, and it's fun to see that. But with the puppet character, when you're creating a character, a lot of people ask me, how do you create a puppet voice? Well, you never really just create a puppet voice. You create a character that goes with that voice. Like Zoomer, for me, Zoomer forever has had this Zoomer voice. Well, but doobies, just a happy-go-lucky, silly, you know, cute little kid kind of voice. And especially when he goes, well, but doobies, which is his catchphrase. Because Zoomer, tell us what that means. Well, but doobies? Yeah. Well, but doobies means, wouldn't our world be amazing doing only our best in every situation? Because I want to be the best Zoomer I can be. Yeah, and you should be the best whoever you are that you can be. Your puppet character is basically going to be decided on by you. You're going to look at the puppet, decide what kind of voice. I mean, and sometimes the puppet will speak to you. Like Zoomer here, he wouldn't be good. You know, I couldn't do like a bad guy, New York gangster kind of voice. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work for him, right? So I look at him, and I'm gonna have a feeling of what he would sound like. He's gonna have a cute little kid voice, la la doody booby dooby doo, kind of voice, right? So when you get a puppet, or you make a puppet, or you start using a puppet, look at the puppet, let it speak to you, feel what you think the voice would sound like, use that voice with the puppet, see if it feels right, if it sits right, if it creates what you're looking to create, and create the character you want. Now, there's so many different kinds of puppets, and there's so many different voices you can use for them. So creating a puppet character is really up to you, but play with it, have fun with it. You may have something specific you want to do. You may want to do a little old lady voice. Can you do a little old lady voice? I don't know. Do a little old lady voice. Do I look right with a little old lady voice? I don't think that works for you, Zoomer. Yeah, I don't think so either. How about a little old man voice? Oh, a little old man voice. There we go. How about that? No, that didn't work for you either, does it? Nah. I like the voice you gave me. Is that your favorite voice? Yeah. That's my favorite voice. Okay. So, when you're creating a character, you start with a voice. And sometimes a voice can come with a laugh. Sometimes like sometimes a laugh, or if it's an evil character. You know, I have a character named Evil Zargon. And Evil Zargon talks like, this is evil. And he laughs like, so that is where I get the character for him. Of course, he doesn't look anything like Zoomer. Thanks. I'm glad you said that, because Zargon's kind of ugly. But don't say that. But anyway, so creating a character is a lot of fun. And it's something that's going to be specific to you, the puppet you're using, the show that you're doing, the message you're trying to send. And it's something that's fun to create. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about too is when you are using a puppet. Now remember, and this is, I probably should have talked about this maybe with lip sync or one of the other things, but I think creating a character works too. But when I'm sitting here talking to you with my puppet Zoomer, I may be talking to you, but Zoomer still is alive. And you want him to be, especially if you're working with kids and you're doing one-on-one close-up puppetry like this, you always want your character to still be alive, to still be listening. He may be sitting here, he may be, you know, thinking about what you're saying. Yeah, it's interesting, huh, Zoomer? Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way, yeah. Oh, yeah. Or, you know, just keep him alive. When your puppet is in public with you, your puppet should always be alive. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to go, hi kids, meet Zoomer. Hi kids, how are you? Oh, wow, ba-doobies, dooby-doo. Now kids, I was going to do a thing today with blah, 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 blah. You know, the puppet's suddenly not there anymore. He's not alive anymore. You don't want to do that. Whatever you're doing, kid, you're talking to the kids, blah, 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 hooray, yay! Now, kid Zoomer here is from the planet Bizarro, and Bizarro is very far away, and it's not easy to get to. Matter of fact, it's a very, very long trip. You want him to stay alive. You want to keep having him interact with you, with what you're saying, with what your interaction with the kids are. It's very important as a puppeteer. When you're working behind a stage, it's still important because you may have your puppet up here with another puppet on a stage, and the other puppet may be the one talking and interacting with the kids, but the puppet that's not still needs to be alive. He still needs to be listening. He still needs to be pondering what's happening and interacting with what's going on. So your puppet really, when your puppet is in the eye of the public, he should always, always be alive, no matter what. That's a really good thing to know, because I really prefer to be alive. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, see you later. Say goodbye. Well, the doobies, bye-bye.